Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel Accounts Gurukul Learn Accounting Online. So today we are here in continuation of the series. That's how we are going to do R2R activities in SAP with practically. So in addition to that, we are here to discuss about record to report interview question asked on accrued expenses. In that, we are going to discuss what's the questions is there. In addition to that question, the important for us to know what's the meaning of accrued expense, how you are going to do the journal entry in SAP, and that's the activities how we have to do in practically, how we are going to book the accrued expenses manually in the system, how the interviewer asks the questions by adding T code over there. That's we are going to discuss, and how you are going to demonstrate and do that in practically. Everything we are going to cover in this one content itself. So request all the viewers and members to be with us till the end of this to know what's the question, what's the meaning of accrued expense, how you're going to do the journal entry or accrued expense entry in SAP, and everything we are going to discuss in practically. So in addition to that, if you guys are looking for any sort of training related to accounting and finance, either that's related to O2C, P2P, R2R, FVNA, then you can connect with us on our email ID accounts.gurukul@yahoo.com. So we'll see the first, what's the questions asked by interviewer. Suresh Private Limited appointed Accounts Gurukul to deliver professional services for the month of November. Accounts Gurukul delivered the services and raised invoice on 1st December for November. What accounting entry to book in Suraj Private Limited books of account in SAP? Explain with T code. That's the question asked in interview to analyze your skill towards the ERP. So the question is there, and how you're going to do it in books of account in SAP. Which T code you are going to use for that? That's the questions. So before going to jump towards the SAP or ERP, first we'll discuss about what's the meaning of this particular entry and what's the meaning of accrued expenses, how that's going to be impact from the month-end activities or R2R activities. Either that's a month-end or routine activities. The Suraj Private Limited appointed Accounts Gurukul to deliver professional services for the month of November. And Accounts Gurukul delivered the services and raised invoice on 1st December for November. The Suraj Private Limited appointed that consultant to deliver the professional services, and that has already been delivered in the month of November. When we are going to close the month of November from Suraj Private Limited, we have to ensure that all the transactions has been recorded in the books of account. And if any transaction is not recorded, then we have to take the entry for that. That's as per the accrued accounting concept or accrual accounting concept. So what does mean by that? So the accrual concept says when you availed any services, when you availed any services or received any goods, then you have to consider that in the books of account within that month itself, irrespective either you have received the invoice for that or not. So here, if you receive the services for the month of November, but your service provider raise invoice on 1st December for November, that expense has already been incurred in the month of November. that service we received in the month of November. So we have to consider the expenses in the books of November itself. When we are doing the closure of November, we have to book that as an accrued expenses. Until and unless we are not going to have the invoice, the liability is not going to create on the name of the service provider. So we have to take the entry for accrued expenses, and that entry, how you're going to do it in systems and what entry you're going to do, that's all we are going to see from SAP in practically. So we'll jump towards the system to know how you're going to do the entry of that in system. Okay, this is your ERP. We'll go back again from here to our main screen, and we already had discussed backslash n is going to take you to the main screen of SAP if you're already in any another window. Now, if you see here you have to use the T code for that. And the what T code you're going to use it. When the interviewer asks any questions towards the SAP, then we have to explain from the T code how you're going to do that in the systems. So if someone is asked how you're going to do the journal entry in the system, which T code you are going to use it. We have to give an example says that FB50 or F.02 is going to use for that. And the entry is going to be. So that's the way we have to explain. So here, the accrued expenses we have to book in the systems, and the T code is going to be for that FBS1. So FBS1. That's the T code is used for book the accrued expenses. So press the enter. So you are going to land on the screen, enter accrual oblique deferral doc header data. So the T code you are going to use FBS1 to book accrued expenses in the system. So that accrued expenses pertaining to November. So here we will book that expenses on 30th November 2023. Here as well, that the document date and the posting date is 30th November 2023. Type, that's a GL document. Company code is a 2022. That's a Suraj Private Limited. Okay. This is period. This is 8th November. Then document header text. So you have to provide here the text as well. That's professional fees from AJ for November. Professional fees for the month of November from Accounts Gurukul. Due to some limitation is over there for the text. So we are not going to add. So we have to change the length of that from the configurations. Okay, so reversal document, what is mean by 05? So 05 is going to considered as an accrual reason for reversal. And if you see here, there are a number of reasons over there. Reversal in current period, reversal in close period, 03, actual reversal in current period, actual reversal in close period, accruals, asset transaction reversal, incorrect document date, RE, reversal, incorrect original date. We'll see when we are going to use each reason, but as of now, we are using 05, that's accrual. Reversal date, when you want to do the reversal of this entry, that's going to be automatically reversal in the systems. We just need to use the T code and run. That's also you are going to see in our upcoming content towards this series. So here, if you are doing the entry as on 30th November 2023, so we are going to consider that we will do the reversal on the 1st December 2023, 24. That's the 1st December 2024. Now, the posting key here, this 40 is going to use for debit entry. Then we have to add here the GL code. If you know, we can add. If you don't have an idea, you can click here and press enter. So now it's professional fees. So what the journal entry is going to do it here is that the T code we are using FBS1 and the journal entry is going to be the posting key 40. That's a professional fees account debit. So we are hitting that expenses towards the P&L and credit towards accrued expenses. And the posting key is 50 for that. So 40, that's a debit, and we have selected the GL code 4010 that's pertaining to professional fees. Press enter. Now add here the amount of that professional fees, assuming that that's there for 50k, that's a 50,000 in INR. Then this is the pertaining to the previous line, item number 1, debit entry 40. So we have added here the details. That's a 50k. Next line item, then here it's a 50. That's a credit entry. We have to select the GL code for accrued expenses. That's a accrued expenses. Then we have to press the enter and add the details here for second line item. That's a 50,000. Now your entry is over. If you want to see the journal entry, how it's going to book in the system, so go towards the document, click on the simulate. You are able to see the journal entry over here. That's a posting key is 40. In text, professional fees for November from AG accounts Gurukul. Posting key is 40. Account 4010. That's a professional fees account debit. That's a 50k, 50,000 to 50. That's a posting key for credit. Accrual expenses. That's a 50,000. And if you see here, this is in negative. This is with minus sign. It means this is credit amount and this is your debit amount. Now, if you're going to post this entry in the system, so you have to click here or Control S, post. If you see, document 5016 was posted in the system. Document 5016 was posted in company code 2022. So this entry has been posted in the systems for accrued expenses. If you want to see, then we know the GL code to see the GL ledger details, and that's going to be \n FBL 3N, right? Yeah, GL account line item display 2022. That's our company code, and we want to see as on, we'll do it 30th November 2023 and execute this, then come towards the GL code for accrued expenses. Okay, now if you see here, total in accrued expenses, that's 1,85,000, and this entry we have posted now, that's a 50,000. You can see from here as well. This is a 50,000 towards the more This is business area. Anything else we can able to see from here? Yeah, 1 minute. Yes, additional data. Okay, nothing is there. Now, if you want to go back from here, so that's the entry is booked in the system. That's accrued expenses. If you want to go back, then backslash n, you are going to reach on your main screen. So that's the way you are going to post the journal entry in the system through FBS1 related to accrued expenses. Yeah. So we will come back to us again to this. Yeah. So that's here. What we have discussed here is that record to report interview question on accrued expenses. What's the meaning of that? What's the journal entry you are going to do it in the systems and the activities in SAP in practically. That's everything we have discussed here. Thanks guys for being with us till the end of this content, and request all the members to start to put it in the comment what you need from our end, what you want we to create for you. You can consider your day-to-day issues related to accounting and finance as well. You can add that in the comment. We are going to create a content on that. And if you need any support towards resolve your day-to-day issues as well, so you can connect with us on our email ID accounts.gurukul@yahoo.com. So we'll see how we can going to help you to know the more concept in depth towards accounting and finance. Thank you.